Let's do this thing. I think I'm live, right? I think I may be live, but let's check this thing out. 1 2 1 2. Okay. All right, checking my sound. What's going on, Byron? Let me know if you guys can hear my sound all right. Let me know if you guys can hear my sound. Let me know if my sound sounds okay over there. See how my sound is going. 1 2 1 2. One, two, 1 2. Let me know if everybody can hear me yet. Woo! All right, family, back in the building. We're live everywhere again. Live on your TV stations. Live on the radio. Woo! As we kick this thing up again, as we proceed to give you what you need. Come on and have a seat. That's my sound over there on that's my sound bar over there on YouTube. They say the orange man is missing. I don't know. Couldn't make it in yesterday, Fab. I was just too exhausted. But I could do another show. I was just too tired. I was wiped out. Can you hear me, man? Boy, we're just too exhausted. But I'm here tonight. The days I'm supposed to be here, right? Saturday and Sunday. The days I'm supposed to be here, I'm up in this piece. Focus on me. So we're gonna work with it tonight, family. We'll just talk about whatever comes on your mind. There's no had to change the damn phone number, the call number. The call number is gonna be 505-715-6496. That's 505-715-6496. So don't be afraid to give us a call. Focus on me. Yeah, I know they ain't seen out the notification on YouTube. You know, we shadow ban heavily. Shadow ban heavily over there. We shadow ban fucking everywhere. Just a few things, family. So about that, talking to the staff over in Africa. What's going on, Emil? Can you hear me, brother? Let me know if you can hear me, Emil. Got some exciting news. Got one of the family members over there in Mali. We're going to do some business in West Africa. Even though we in America and over right now in East Africa, I got the family members going over to West Africa. Going over to Mali, the Sahel states. We got the Maury over there. Going to Mali, then Senegal, and over to Gambia. We're going to see what we can do over there, family. But that's later on. That story's for another day. We're talking about the orange man missing. What's going on with Trump? Where's he at? No one's seen this dude since last Tuesday. What's happening? Now the rumor mill saying this cat may be out of here. He might have taken a dirt nap, but we don't know. Allegedly, we don't know. We can't say. Woo! If you let me. All right, that's what's up. You hear me good? All right. Appreciate that, fam. Hope everybody can hear me. Woo! We're going to do some house cleaning, too. Anybody get up in this piece? Turns out, who wanted to play golf? Turns out he wanted to play golf. Who wanted to play golf, Emil? Okay, let me. You guys call. Hold on. You guys call tonight too. Call number is 505-715-6496. I still don't know this call number by heart. So I'll let you guys know it's 505-715-6496. Call in and tell me what's on your mind, fam. Oh, you said, he turns out, he went to play golf. Okay, I don't know, they haven't seen him, I don't know. So he went to play golf, is that what they saying? For 6 days, 5 days, he just playing golf and nobody knowing that, that's still suspicious to me. That's still suspicious to me, email. That's suspicious, email. Open it up. We're going to talk about, we see if we can get together. They spotted him at a golf course in Virginia. That's what you're saying, Sonic Dome. Okay, I'm late. We're going to just talk about anything tonight. Anything anybody wants to talk about, we're going to talk about. I'm late. All I heard was that the cat was missing. That's all I know. So if anybody's got any more information now, I've just found out. Right? I just found out that Trump's been spotted in Virginia on the golf course. So. Second, guys. Hey. It's about that time. I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind. I feel like you're not really here with me. When you know love is all I need. I don't wanna stay. I don't want to go. Can we get it together?
Attention growth hackers and hustlers. Would it be a bad idea if we paid for your marketing? That means you would get unlimited email and SMS.
We're about to get this party started in a minute, family. Anybody get up in here? How's everybody doing on TikTok? I see them both think maybe they won't take me down on TikTok tonight. They don't let the damn algorithm take me down on TikTok, because all I'm doing is talking about now the orange man being missing. And hopefully he said he's being found in Virginia. There's no reason TikTok to strike down both my accounts, one over here and one over here. Woo! He's with his grandkids and family, so probably trying to keep them out of the limelight. Yeah, it makes sense, Sonic Domo. It makes sense. It makes sense. You got to let me know just how you feel. I don't want to wait. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, hold on. Damn, I got my thing on. I'm all messed up, bro. Let me load my thing. Dang, my background was even all messed up back then. Okay, she's so confused. I'm gonna let that go right there. Let me do this.
Wagwan everybody, welcome to the Blackout Fire Network.
This is the Blackout Fire Network.
Hot Fire Network.
The Black Hot Fire Network.
Black Hot Fire Network.
Media of the 21st century. Media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century.
The media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century.
As we dive into amazing conversations, get to discuss matters affecting African people, or the African history and the African identity.
Trying to bring a Pan-Africanism renaissance.
Relationships, life, politics, and everything in between, where we get to host some of the most amazing shows.
Talking about the creative industry in the country and outside, studio interviews and covering events in the ground.
Where we play you the best top 10 countdown in the country.
Where we say nothing but the truth.
Do remember you can join us, download our app, which is on the Google Play Store, and also stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com.
So remember to follow us on our social media platforms
and win yourself some cash prize as you tune in to amazing conversations.
The media of the 21st century. This is where everything happens. Right here only on the Black Hot Fire Network.
Okay, let me get off of that. All right, booyah. Should be able to see me, right? 1 2 1 2. Should be able to see me. Oh no, what the hell's going on? All right, let's get this started. Let's get this party started. Okay, I want to say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network radio show. I am your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire, always on that ass. Now we're broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America all the way over to the mother continent of Africa, because we're truly one of the only international radio programs, and that's what's up. Now I want to give a shout out to everybody who watches on YouTube, everybody on Rumble, everybody on BitChute, everybody on TikTok, everybody listening to us on the Foundation of Black channel, blackhotfirenetwork.com, and all podcasting platforms globally, and on your TV station where you got Roku, Apple, Amazon, or what's the other one? Android. We there. We live. So strap on your headgear, family. Get ready for the ride. And you know what time it is when you hear this. Bring the alarm. School's back in, stupid. Woo! Come on. We up in this piece. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! Black. Hot. Fire. Come on. We up in this piece. Woo! Calling number is 505, not 715-6496. That's 505-715-6496. Don't be afraid to call. We're not gonna hurt you. It's right there on the screen, man. That's the number right there. Woo! Black, hot, bang. Come on. We up in here. Black, hot, bang. Woo! Black, hot, bang. Black, hot, bang. Black, hot, bang. Come on. Black, hot, fire. We up in here. Woo! Come on. Black, hot, bang. Never gets old. Black, hot, bang. You know how we do. Black, hot, bang. Come on. All right, fam. All right, how's everybody doing? What's happening, fam? All right, we up in this piece. I guess I already got destroyed already about the orange man going missing, right? I don't know. All I know, I heard people saying he hasn't been seen, right? He hasn't been seen for the last couple of days. That's all I had known. All the information I had gathered, word around the rumor mill that he might be taking a dirt nap. But who am I? What do I know? I'm just, relaying the information that I heard. So now you guys have already sank my boat by telling me his ass is living and he's been seen in Virginia at some golf course with his grandchildren. All right, that destroys all my conspiracy theory thought. My conspiracy theories have been thrown out the window, right? My conspiracies have been thrown out the window. So like I said, family, don't be afraid to call in. Call number is 505-715-6496. Be happy to hear from you. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about tonight. Like I said, it's free flowing tonight. There's no specific topic that I'm going to go over. I'm just going to go everywhere. What's happening in the news with any and everything. The show I was going to do last night, but like I said, I was just too exhausted, right? What's on you guys' mind? Let me see. Let me go to our WhatsApp thing and see what you guys are talking about inside the WhatsApp. Guys, give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see, give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Just talking to the staff over in Kenya about some things. I apologize. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you cats was talking about. Give me something to talk about. Let me see what you guys are talking about on WhatsApp, because it seems to seem like some white people have been killing a lot of black women, right? I see you guys get on WhatsApp. You guys have got a lot of. No, let me go here real quick. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me show that. You guys, hold on. Let me do it like this. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me go like this. Let me go to WhatsApp. You guys have been seeing a lot of white men have been killing black women. Is that the topic you guys have been discussing inside our chat room? About everybody getting murdered? I don't think I want to discuss that. Oh, but we got the white only town, right? You guys are showing that the white only town has been begging. Everybody showed that the white only town has been begging for money to keep themselves going over in Arkansas. They said it didn't need anybody, you know, it's a white-only town. And so now they're begging the government for financial help. And we know that things always set up because they always claim that everybody's getting handouts from the government but them. And sadly enough, and they've been propagandized all the time by the goofball Republicans and the other white supremacists, ne'er-do-wells, that somehow black people are getting all these benefits and living high off the hall. You know, it's absolute nonsense. You know, but I find it funny that the Arkansas town is now begging for money. They just got established. Why are they begging for money? Did you say you was getting away from everything? You were going to be self-sufficient? And now they begging for money already? They were supposed to be self-sufficient. That's what they said. And all of a sudden now they're begging for money. That's crazy. So, let's go on to some of you guys' talking points. Let me see what you guys are talking about. You got, I don't know what that's about right there. Oh, you guys got some women. You guys don't got nothing serious on here. nothing really good I can talk about on this app. I just let me see. So you got Wendy's in North Carolina hanging out nuisance for what? For black people? What's that about? Maybe I should play this. As long as it ain't long. What's this about? Let's see what you guys got on here. Trying to go through you guys' craziness. Oh, you got Uganda to receive U.S. deportees. Now you know they always send their no-goodniks to Africa because the African leaders are all bootlicks. They're all puppets. So they have no choice but to take these people in. So you got a bunch of refugees from America being sent to Uganda. What sense does that make? Why don't you send them back to their point of origin? Why bother Ugandan people with these people? Why not just send these people back to their place of origin? Oh, you know what the sundown towns were, email? All this time, the sundown towns email has been historically where black people were told not to come into and stay down after the sun went down. So they allowed you to come in and be their maid and their servant. But after the sun went down, you were supposedly, to remove yourself from said town. And all these states in America still have the same sundown towns email. So that's what a sundown town, it's a racist town, usually openly racist, right? So, and we like to believe that this country has changed its spots, but a leopard never changed its spots, and a tiger never changed its stripes. So no, it's this is racist and wicked as it always has been. So every state, there's a list that I know that somebody has curated of all the sundown towns in each state. So the people who think that they're just in the south, or they're up north, or out in the west, they everywhere. Every state has a sundown town, right? Every state has at least one or two sundown towns. So America is just as wicked and racist as it always has been. All this nonsense talking about the good old days. What good old days? Make America great again. No, it's other nonsense. When was America ever great for black people? What they always ask white people, call in. There's no hate here. Call the number. Call in 505-715-6496. Explain to me when America was great. What year was this? What nonsense is this? What day? What day of the week, year, month? It was ever good and righteous for black people. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. I'd like to know. So that's what that is, email. Oh, you went to the Great Dismal Swamp. Yeah, that's over in North Carolina and parts of Virginia. Really North Carolina. And many of the black people that lived around that area still live and dressed like black people doing the Reconstruction. Yeah, email. It's kind of like a unwritten rules, like a time warp. I ain't been over there. I haven't been over that part of the country in years, but I was still in the Marine Corps. In the time I was stationed in North Carolina over there at Cherry Point, I would go through there every now and then when I was going up to Maryland to see my mother. So I would drive through that area, and it was quite weird. It exactly was like stepping back in time. No doubt. No doubt. It was damn sure like stepping back in time. And so you guys put this old clip up here. So I put this, when the Israelis were talking about black Americans, black youth were the number one problem. When we never done nothing to nobody. But we seem to be their number one problem. Let me see if I can play this thing. Give me a second, guys. So I can cue this thing up. Now this thing go to a commercial.
Is with the younger generation of the black community.
So
the major problem of Israel is with the younger generation of the black community.
So that was a quick one. So you see that was, you saying that? No, this lady, it's not this. Who said this thing with this broad on here? My God. Don't put this thing out there with this goopy chick. What's wrong with y'all? Don't get down with that broad. But yeah, that's been some time ago when Israel was saying that young black people were the number one problem with Israel because we won't accept their evil treatment towards other people. But like I said many times before, we don't get involved in no one's fight who's not reciprocal to us. Doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense for us to fight anyone's fight anymore, right? You know, the Palestinians, sadly enough, are being, genocided, sadly enough. But that's what this country does to people. And so that's what's happening. But that's not our fight. Because none of these people reciprocate our sweat and tears, our sweat and blood when we join their fight and struggle. It's never reciprocal. Just like we got Trump talking about he's moving into all these different major cities in America with some to show some kind of force, and we know that always get the white supremacists penises hard. Ooh, they like to see that force and oppression of people. So they're never going to change their wicked ways, right? They get off on that. So we just got to accept that. That's the very nature of the beast. We just got to accept it. There's nothing we can do about it. But, they like to see that. A show of force while their stomachs are now touching their backbone when the economy is falling apart. So most people cannot survive what's been happening in the economic system that we've found ourselves in, this fake capitalism, right? They've been propagandized with all these fake isms, where it's capitalism, communism, socialism. At the end of the day, America is wicked. It's not the system. It's not this fake economic system that they're talking about. At the end of the day, they idolize a few at the top and everybody at the bottom. They idolize that. So every system they always build leads to feudalism because that's what Europe was. It was a feudal society. And so the capitalism that they created and kept propagandizing everybody and them voting against their own best interests, it's feudalism now. Everybody cannot afford rent, cannot afford groceries, cannot afford their whole life. And it was the baby boomers that sold out everybody. Now no one can afford no one can afford a home. Everything's being destroyed. But they believe that this moronic Trump, who's been missing for 5 days, has been their hero. I tried to tell you, there's no such thing as a right-left divide in this country. That's phony. Because the same ruling elite control both parties. So it would have been no difference if Kamala Harris or Trump was in there. Because the wars are still continuing. Right? Trump is supposed to be stopping the wars. Okay? That's what he told you. Trump is going to stop the wars. We're going to stop these wars. And then he's doubling down on the wars. America cannot win them because they were trying to weaken Russia. You had all the propagandic lies about how Russia was supposed to win into Ukraine. When America and NATO kept urging slowly eastward on Russia's borders. But you've been propagandized, Russia is a Christian, and all those other lies. And so these morons have used the American dollar as a weapon, and now the dollar's falling apart. Right? They use the American dollar as a weapon, as a tool to destroy other people by putting sanctions on them unfairly, stealing Russia's money out of these central banks. You know, so America's become a very rogue nation. You know, they were trying to talk about Venezuela, right? They don't give a damn about Venezuela. He said they're trying to go into all this fake. See, remember, our Congress is bought and paid for. They do not represent no American people. They represent the oligarch. So you see how they were going and talking about Venezuela. Venezuela doesn't traffic cocaine. That's Colombia, but they control Colombia. To not mention Colombia with all the bases we got there. And screaming and holler about Venezuela. Venezuela doesn't bring cocaine into America. The whole thing is that they want to invade in Venezuela and keep trying to take over the oil. It's the same fake con game, the same fake news that they use over and over again, the propaganda. But have you seen, the Venezuelans have now mobilized to make sure America, if they invade, they're going to invade at a heavy price. It's no more just going in people's countries, stealing their resources, and making some fake news that they give the American people. All news in America is fake and phony. It's all propaganda, all the time. Whether you call it left wing or right wing, the same oligarchy corporation and oligarchs control both sides of that argument. And you keep fighting as they keep stealing everything out of your pocket. Where they divide and conquer you with all kind of nonsense. You think today you would learn some common sense. You think by the day you would know that you've been lied to, you've been gaslit. You think you would understand that by now, that everything you've been told is a lie. From the day you were born to the day you live right now, the educational system, everything is a lie. To make sure that you at the top control everything and live well while you down here scrambling off peanuts. Now, we did that years ago, but it was always the white population understanding because they're always based in hate and racism for them. But now that their stomach is touching their backbone, you know, and the Trump illusion seems to be not there, it doesn't have any more steam. You know, like I said, the stomach is touching the backbone. No one can afford that. No one can afford groceries nor rent. Isn't it funny? Now that everything is so expensive now, they can't even pay for rent, and now they're criminalizing the homeless. All your programs are being taken away. Because all the welfare has always been going up top. But you've been propagandized. The rich don't pay any taxes. How is that possible? But you've been told, oh no, you say that, that's communism, that's socialism. But now when you look at China, funny how China's system works better than America because the propaganda don't even work with China no more. You got CIA trying to recruit Chinese spies. Why would anybody in China want to be an American spy and they live 10 times better than America now? You can't propagandize the Chinese people to come and be a spy for the CIA against China when they live 10 times better than anybody in America. That sounds crazy. How you gonna recruit spies in China? And they can see with their own eyes that China's more developed. People live better, can afford their lives in China. So propaganda don't work with that. You're not gonna be able to have a bunch of spies working for taking down the Chitoms, as they say. China's the enemy. How's China gonna be there? Let's do an easy analysis, okay? Let's do an easy analysis of this. So it won't be hard for no one to understand, right? Do an easy analysis of this. Now supposedly, China's the bad guy, right? China's been the bad guy. Oh, the Chinese. But who gave Chinese the manufacturing? Who made Chinese the manufacturing giant that it is? Oh, the same oligarchs that are now telling China's the enemy. Isn't that funny? These are the same people when China was dirt poor. They didn't care about you and your jobs. and you make a livable wage, they want to take your livable wage and give it to Chinese people so they have some more money in their pockets, not you. They told you that unions were bad. Isn't it funny? Let me get the crooked up in here. They always say unions are bad. This is the propaganda you've been given for the last 40 years, not knowing that unions pulled you out of poverty. Right? They told you unions are bad, but they never go after the policeman's union. Remember I taught you that? Why they never tell you that the policeman union is ever bad? The policemen and policewomen's union, because that's what protects them from you. They know unions work, but they don't want to work for you. Because they want to rob and steal all that money going up to the top. This whole system's about to collapse because it's based on a damn lie and a grift for years. Unequal and unfair is the way this country's been set up. And you've been propagandized to. Sorry you've been a moron. It's your fault. Right? That's to tell you unions are bad. You believe it's nonsense. But they've never attacked the policeman's union. And they never gonna touch no one, because that's what they need to protect them while they stealing and robbing from me and you. Obviously no union has ever been bad. Because if it was, they was talking about, oh, what about the policeman union and the fireman's union? They never go after those unions. You ain't never noticed that? You ain't figured out that hustle that you've been lied to with fake rhetoric, this phony rhetoric. How they sold the country out from under you with the goopy Reagan nonsense and that trickle-down economics. 40 years ago, when's the trickle-down to you? Now, if anybody's going to make a case here, call in for this trickle-down nonsense. Who's going to defend that now in 2025? I want you to call in 505-715-6496 so I can give you this work. Call in 505-715-6496. Now you had this trickle-down nonsense that these Republicans, because I'm not no Democrat, they just as phony. I told you, they're masters of the same people. You're gonna keep away from you and play this fake game, except they're working on your behalf. If you ever see 40 years of economic failure, that the trickle-down nonsense ain't help, because the money's all trickled to the top. The money's now all trickled to the top. And they know they were lying to you then. But no one wants to admit, remember, in the 80s and 90s, trickle-down economics, that's the way to go, trickle-down economics, it's remained, it's how we do it. They swore by it. They knew it was a lie then. They knew it was a lie then. But now, it's been exposed as a lie. Now you can't pay your damn rent. You can't pay your mortgage. You can't afford your car. Your credit card debt is driving you crazy. You got car loans that are driving you crazy. Education's out of control. Can't afford to go to school no more because they priced you out of education. Now you got to spend $100,000, $200,000 to get a job that only pays you $13,000 a year. Because they destroyed the economy, they make everything upward. Isn't that hilarious? They want you to keep having faith. I just keep doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing and expecting a different result has been called insanity. And so you had the Democratic Party betray you and the Republican Party betray you. You know why? Because they're bought and paid for by the same people. We have no political power in this country whatsoever. It's a lie. It's an illusion. You morons thinking that Trump is going to do anything. What has he done? Oh, the Epstein files. Let's go into the Epstein files. Where are the Epstein files at? Remember, they just had Ghislaine Maxwell do some damn testify in front of the judge. She don't know no list and Trump ain't never done nothing. Ain't that funny? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Trying to invite the brother. Isn't that funny? Now there's no such thing as an Epstein list. Isn't that funny? It doesn't exist. It's all our imagination. If it didn't exist, why was Epstein in prison? See, they keep playing you for fools, playing you for suckers. And there was no problem with him being a pedophile and curating children for the elite. You know, whether it be entertainment, political, or business. You know, these were honey traps set up to make sure that these Congress men and women and entertainers and business individuals would be controlled. You stay on script. Now, mainly our political class. We have no political class that works in our favor. That's why nothing ever changed. No matter who gets Congress, the American people never get nothing from it. Now, I find it funny that these morons who voted for Trump, you can vote for none of them. Because we can't vote ourselves out of the situation we find. Our country's completely captured. It's completely captured now. Okay? Like I said, if you don't believe me, call up 505-715-6496 and tell me why we're not captured. I want to hear, I like to know. Right? I like to know. So back to this Epstein thing I wanted to talk about, right? So, about this Epstein thing we wanted to talk about, right? So Epstein was out here raping little children and curating for the elite. But since you know we don't operate in a system of justice. There's no justice here. So now Trump has been implicated in these files. You give all this kabuki theater. We don't know. Remember they first came out with a fake dossier of redacted names on a list. Where you had a bunch of morons come out like, hey, look at us. And a bunch of morons come out showing this fake dossier with nothing but redacted names on it. But that didn't quell, at least that didn't quell anybody's thirst. It didn't quench anybody's thirst for the truth. And so now all these other distractions are coming, right, left, and center. But all we want to know is who is on that Epstein list. Who went down to that island and had sex with those children. So we know this. These are the facts that we do know. We know Epstein was curating children for the elite and blackmailing them. That's things we do know. Okay, let's just go piece by piece. Because we want to know why and who's responsible for not allowing us to know the truth. So you got said political figures, political appointees, right? That was supposedly in blackmail situations. And now they got the Ghislaine Maxwell that they moved from a Florida prison over to Texas to really what do you call those prisons where nobody actually does anything? A prison for easy people again, right? Then why was Jeffrey Epstein in prison if he did nothing, like she claims? We know this was all completely Mossad and CIA. And that's why you're not going to ever know. You're never going to tell you the truth, right? You're never going to tell you the truth. Hold on, give me a second. I'm busy. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. See all this damn information. I'm busy. I'm busy right now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So, all right, here we go. So, damn, everything allowed. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So anyway, so this whole Jeffrey Epstein thing is trying to be swept up under the rug because everybody's been involved in this thing. See, we are ruled by pedophiles, and all the media is complicit. All the media is complicit and funny. All the media, no one wants to talk about it. Oh, except for us. So we know these people are or have been involved in some really dark things, some really dark shit. Right? They don't want to come to light because I think it would bring down the whole government. The whole government is corrupted, family. Whether it be right wing or left wing. Anybody talking this right wing nonsense to you sounds crazy, or talking this left wing nonsense to you are absolutely morons. There's no right, left, nothing. They're controlled and owned by the same individuals. Okay? And now they also want to have you believe that Jeffrey Epstein didn't do anything now. And there's nothing to see here. So when they had to take a vote on whether to open an investigation on, they all decided just to go home. You know, take an early session. Congress decided to recess early for their summer break because they didn't want to address the elephant in the room, and that's Epstein. All right. So the American people never know the truth about anything anymore. That's why you have a dysfunctional government. It does not work. It doesn't work by voting. You're not going to vote yourself out of this. We're not going to vote ourselves out of this poverty. We're at the end of an empire. It cannot be self-corrected. We're at the end of an empire. And the billionaires are stealing everything but the kitchen sink. That's where we find ourselves at. And that's just the real, and that's what's just real. When a country allows open genocide on another people, and like I said, the Palestinians are not our friends, but we don't agree with no genocide of killing innocent men, women, and children. When you have a country that backs and sponsors open genocide, it has no conscience. You're supposed to be destroyed. You cross the line of evil and you just can't come back from. And people trying to make excuses for killing babies, children. You imagine people making excuses for killing babies. As if there's a good reason. Talk about they're looking for terrorists. That justifies you killing babies. It had nothing to do with these terrorists, supposedly. And it's October 7th nonsense. Right? Killing innocent men, women, and children, wiping them out. They say they need to leave because, remember, Gaza was theirs. They allowed these people to come in, extended their hand to them. That's the history no one wants to tell you. They keep trying to obfuscate this history. Those people open their hands to the so-called Israelis. Open their hand, extend their home to them. And for that, they're being genocided. Right? And like I said, I got no dog in the fight, but I don't support, the murder of innocent men, women, and children. I don't support that. Even though these people are not our allies. These Palestinians are just as racist as hell. They would piss on you if you was on fire being black. They wouldn't piss on your ass you being black if you was on fire. But don't forget there was a black Palestinian population and that no one ever mentioned. I don't even know what happened. I'm sure they probably all dead by now too. Don't forget the original people of that land are black. Not those other white Palestinians who are there too. Those are invaders. Original people of that land are black. Who they call Abib. So let's not get that twisted. They haven't mentioned them in their protests. And what else is going on, guys? I'm trying to figure out what else is going on here. Oh, we're gonna stay on Jeffrey Epstein too long. So we also got the Ukraine war that's happening. You know, and I'll go into that again. How Europe is completely destroyed, and NATO's destroyed. They would not be able to fight a war against Russia, not an on-standing war, not a war of attrition, which they keep telling me they're gonna do. So with their propaganda, they call this a war of aggression from Russia. And you should know that's a lie, because the CIA went in like they always do and tried and overthrew Ukraine. Overthrew a duly elected government. They always leave that out, ain't it funny? All these, when you remember when they first had all these morons with these Ukraine flags and how they propagandized to, Ukraine, and Russia's so bad, Russia. They always leave out the simple fact that the CIA was up to their despicable behavior again by overthrowing a duly elected Ukrainian government. They always leave that out of the equation. Ain't that funny? That's never none of your propagandist news. It's always that Russia was just aggressive as they slowly encroached on Russian territory, right? If you guys don't know, let me take you down memory lane here. Let me take you guys a down memory lane here. So after the fall of the Soviet Union, you know, Russia was in shambles. And so of course the oligarchs of America thought there was an easy steal, so they came in and started buying up all the Russian industries. You know what they do, that privatization nonsense that they want to do here, where the oligarchs go and buy a certain industry, they up the prices for more money. That's why we got all our business going out of businesses, right? All our business going out of business. Because they come in, they swoop in, and they rip a company apart, even if it's making money, so it'll be bare bones, they strip all the wealth out of it. Somehow this is a wealth making model that works. And except this behavior is not psychopathic. Right? So they went to Russia and they wanted to privatize everything. So that means everybody else would be paying these high prices for the oligarchs. You get it? Same way they do in America. Prices are never based on supply and demand. That's what capitalism is supposed to be. Supply and demand. But we don't live in a supply and demand economy. We never have. So that's why they want to privatize everything, so they can up the prices. And you barely surviving. So that's what they were doing in Russia. Until Vladimir Putin came in and said, hey, no. We can't allow this stealing of our industries. We can't survive. We can't allow you to privatize all our industries, and we can't pay for said functions of the country. We can't afford to even live here. And that's what happened in America. Isn't it funny? That's what's happened in America, because they've been long bought our Congress and Senate. That we can no longer afford to live in the very country that we were born and raised in, and propagandize that America's so great, it's number one in the world. But no one can afford to live here. We can't afford it. You work all damn day, every day. We can't even pay. At the end of the damn 2 weeks, when we get our pay, we can't even afford to live. Can't afford the rent. Can't afford the groceries. Can't afford the car that we got that's falling the fuck apart. Can't afford the gas to put in the car. Then to go work in our slave jobs that we're not getting paid nothing to have. You know, this empty rhetoric is starting to fall false to our ears. And all this fake rhetoric about capitalism and all this other crazy shit you keep hearing over and over again. The propaganda isn't working anymore because our stomachs collectively have all started touching our backbones. We've been so propaganda. America's great. Can't nobody afford to live here. Maybe if your children will be able to afford a house, when the average house is over $500,000. So that means you and by yourself or a couple, you gotta be making at least $150,000 to $170,000 as a couple or a single individual to afford a house today. What jobs are paying that? And you know right now they want to replace you with robots. They want automation for everything. They want to replace you with AI. When you lose a job, you might not never get a job back because they want to now place you with AI. That's why your so-called Trump and all these Congress people say now you can't even go against AI for 10 years because they don't work in your benefit. You ain't figured that out? You understand what's going on? You can't even question AI for 10 years as they set it all up to now what? Bankrupt your ass. That was in this fake, big, beautiful bill that you mega morons are running around screaming about. That you can't go against AI for 10 years. 10 years they already set up the system. The control system will be set up. And most people will sadly be out of work. So what will they do with us now that they're out of you live in an evil, corrupt country. So what will they do with all the out of work people now that they criminalize being homeless? You can't afford to you can't afford to pay the rent. They're criminalizing the homeless and now it's a criminal offense to be homeless. Now once they implement AI for the majority of jobs, where do you stand at? What do you do? What's going to happen to you? Right? What's going to happen to you and I now that you allow these morons to hijack the government completely? Because there's no government official that's going to side with us because we don't have any power. They work all for the oligarchy. The few billionaires that run this country. They report to them, not to us. We can no longer afford our life. And you watch them slowly what? Militarize everything. I know you want to think that's just for black people. No, they getting ready for everybody. So when the system collapsed, you've all accepted the militarization of the country. You've all accepted the militarization of the country because of your hatred for other races of people. You've already militarized. That's for all of us when the system collapsed. You already green lighted and said it was okay. When it was always illegal and unusual to have a military occupation on American soil. But hey, your race always, your hatred always comes first. Your ignorance always comes first. So as you losing your job and they made homeless, you're going to be the one out in the street. Not going to have any color no more. Because they can't afford to have black people out there. The system is cannibalizing itself. It's eating on itself because psychopaths run it. You understand that? It's eating on itself because psychopaths run it. The system is now eating on itself. It's cannibalizing itself. That's why they kept telling me they want to tokenize everything now. Tokenize the commons. You know what the commons are? Earth, air, water. They want to tokenize that because they trying to suck all the profit out of everything and send it up top. You can't have, when you won't have anything that you're living for. It's absolutely insane. That was one right here like Mad Max Thunderdome. Literally. So if you guys didn't know, our bond market is collapsed because nobody wants to buy our bonds, right? Because we're heavily in debt. You guys don't know how the bond market works. America would send out bonds and have other countries pay for the bonds, and that's our American government. Our bond is like a promissory note. You pay for the bonds, and as they mature, you get more money back off the inflation for holding that bond for so many years. And the government will use that to cover our debt, right? To fund the country. Now no one wants to buy the bonds. No one wants to buy the bonds. Yeah, but Japan said, no, we don't want no more of your bonds. China said they don't want no more of your bonds. Russia said we don't want no more of your bonds. That's your debt. We don't want to pay for your debt. And that was the way we were funding the country because we were working on deficits forever. And so right now we're in dire straits. Nothing's working. Nothing. And it's almost the end of the illusion. Almost even the dumbest individual. It's going to be hard to propagandize to them and keep giving us the same empty rhetoric. Like I told you, trickle down, that whole ideology has been debunked, but should have been debunked then. And trickle down ideology is not no one's saying that trickle down nonsense anymore. Isn't that funny? No one is coming to you talking about trickle down this, trickle down that, because it's already been debunked by just reality, by looking how your life is. See how things actually work. How things are working for me and you. So that no one's on TV talking that trickle down nonsense they would tell you for the last 25 years, starting with Reagan. But they knew it was a lie then. They knew that shit was a lie. Alright? They knew it was a lie. But they knew you were gullible to listen to the lie. They knew that getting rid of unions was a lie. But you fell for it. You fell for it. You thought, no, I don't want black people to have unions. You don't want, if it stopped somebody from having a decent wage. You thought, they told you that having a decent wage was communism. So you having a decent wage for a day's pay was communism. You imagine how stupid you are? They propagandize you to believe a honest day's pay for an honest day's work is somehow communism. While they get paid for doing nothing off your back. The so-called billionaires, which I won't call the elite, get paid for doing nothing. They get paid off of money that was already really given to them from the last generation or so. Go on to invest. They don't do any work. They get paid on money. They get paid off the money, right? All right, we got a call in. You there?
Hey, what's up, Keith?
Yeah, what's going on?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there.
All right. What's on your mind, man?
Yeah. I hear you talking about the economy.
Yeah.
You might kind of have to repeat you might want to repeat a little bit of what I'm saying.
All right.
Sometimes my phone, I don't know. It sounds kind of buggy on the line when I listen to it.
Now you sound good on my line. I listened on the replay. You sounded all right. Let me know.
Oh, okay.
Let me know if you guys
You might
can
want to
hear
ask them if they can. You might want to ask them if they can understand me. I don't know.
Can you guys understand them? Let me know if you guys can understand the phone call. Let me know if you guys can hear. You guys tell me something. I hear you good. I had you when I did the damn edits, put that shit on TikTok. I heard.
Okay.
They heard you well. Yeah, is
Yeah.
it 10 speak? Nah, that's big cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear him good. Can you guys hear him? You don't sound muffled to me. Go ahead, big cheese.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, man. They want $15,000 for a car that's 6 years old with 130,000 miles on it. Regular car.
Shit. Wait, hold on. Wait. This is crazy. Whoa, wait. This is crazy.
For a hoopty, a decent running hoopty.
Wait.
It's gonna be 10,000.
Wait. This is crazy. You said $15,000. How old's the car?
6 years old. It was a Mazda 6. I just thought you looking at it.
A Mazda. You said it had over 100,000 miles?
almost 130,000 miles.
Jesus Christ. This don't make any sense, guys. Yes, we have, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought you guys hear him fine. I know. I hear him fine all the time. Especially when I'm edited. But anyway, the car market is supposed to be collapsing, guys. It's going to collapse. It's supposed to be collapsing. But, you know.
That's why the used cars are so high. Because ain't nobody buying new ones.
Oh, shit. They slick ass. Yeah. Because can't nobody put, you know, though a new car costs you $70,000, $80,000 for some crap. And that's why they won't let the Chinese cars come in here. Chinese cars costing $8,000 and fully loaded. $8,000.
They selling used Wranglers, Jeep Wranglers. They selling used Jeep Wranglers like $45,000 with 50,000, 60,000 miles on them. Them bitches 4 years old.
How much are they?
45,000.
God damn. And white people love them goofy cars. Wranglers.
Yeah.
Man, $40,000. This is crazy. I don't think. I see. Like I said, I don't think this is sustainable, even in the used car, because like I said, no one's buying these cars. And so what I would tell you guys to do is go get a dealer's license and buy straight off the lot, or go to one of these auctions that they have where you can go, because a dealer license don't cost you nothing. It's pretty cheap.
Or buy from a person, a private person who's selling their car.
Oh yeah, if you can find a private person, if you can buy one.
Yeah.
That all depends on.
Because they ain't giving you nothing on the trade-in, so they'll do better just selling it to you for a little bit more, but you'll still beat the price that you'll pay at the dealership. You know.
Yeah. You was missing, but they found him. They say he was on a golf course in Virginia, because anybody heard from him like for 5 days. So they said they found him with his grandkids golfing or something like that. But you know, everybody on TikTok said his brother said the man was dead. So, I don't know. So,
they say you saw the photo of his legs.
Nah, what about his legs? Look that up.
You see his hands and his legs?
Nah. Are they different?
Type in Trump might have heart disease, and you're gonna see it all. They showing his hand and his legs real swole. They saying one doctor said he don't think Trump got less about a year to live.
Damn, I didn't hear nothing about that. Okay. Trump.
Yeah. You hear about that?
Nah, that may have heart disease. I just been told he was dead. Heart.
They showing his hands and his legs are real swollen. He's sitting down.
Wow. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and see. So, go images. See.
Anything pop up?
They showing his hands, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Let's see. I just see one hand, but I'm gonna see a bunch of stuff. Though. Let me see. Let me show you guys on the screen what I got. Let me see what Big Cheese talking about. Let's see it. So
it should be one where he's sitting down with some dark blue pants or dark black pants on a seat or something.
So they're showing his hand right here all
look like
they're showing his hand right here all weird, all blackened right there. Let me see. Wow, I ain't seen that. Let's see here. Showing that. Hands, let's see. Show it. Trump's medical checklist. What is this? Heart, pulmonary, lungs.
His ankles was all swollen and shit. Them socks, shit was wider than the shoe.
I wonder why. Shit. Well, I'm not. All I'm seeing is like the configuration of his hand looking all fucked up. God damn. His circulation's fucked up. That is a sign of heart disease because his hand is all discolored. So that means you got bad circulation going on.
Ain't no videos. Where we put it on videos? And
let me see.
Doing a video.
That's a good question. Yeah, let me go put on this. Some videos. Let's see. Okay, let's see. The doctor predict Trump would be dead in 6 months. Okay, let me see this one.
I told you.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see this one, guys.
Hello, everyone. There's a viral TikTok video circulating on social media in which someone who was reported to be a doctor claimed that President Trump has congestive heart failure, chronic kidney disease, and 6 to 8 months to live. I first saw this video on Reddit yesterday on a post entitled, MD says Trump has 6 to 8 months to live, CHF and CKD. It's been posted to a number of other subreddits with thousands of upvotes and thousands of comments. And there's been at least one semi-viral video on YouTube about it. But here's the thing. There are so many problems with this TikTok video. First of all, the man speaking is not an MD, but is instead a physical therapist. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a physical therapist, but diagnosing heart failure and kidney disease is not within their usual scope of practice. For the record, as far as I can tell, he's never claimed to be an MD himself, but this is misinformation embellishment on the part of the presumably unrelated anonymous Reddit user who initially posted it, and who had selectively edited out the line when the man identifies himself as a PT. And that's kind of a crappy thing for the Reddit user to have done, because now most people who have reposted or commented or shared the video have uncritically accepted the MD claim.
That's what I was about to say.
I am a medical doctor, someone who does routinely diagnose heart failure and kidney disease, and I've talked about Trump's health before on this channel, but I have never made any specific diagnoses because we can't. The things asserted in this guy's video are excessively speculative, and some of them are just not true. The video is pretty short. I'm going to play it in its entirety, but I will interrupt it with some commentary as we go. I thought about blurring the guy's face because I don't want him to get brigaded by either the left or the right, but it's already all over the internet, and these claims of his are not just a one-off. He's made similar presumptive claims about Trump's health multiple times online before.
The president's congestive heart failure is getting worse. I'm a home health physical therapist with a doctorate in my field. I see congestive heart failure patients on a daily basis. The reason I know that he has congestive heart failure is because of the swelling in his feet and ankles.
First, there are many causes of ankle swelling. Yes, heart failure is one of them. So is chronic kidney disease. But so is a relatively benign and very common condition called chronic venous insufficiency, which is what the White House has reported to be the cause, and is completely plausible. And ankle swelling can be also from chronic liver disease, like cirrhosis, or from something called nephrotic syndrome, in which the kidneys inappropriately allow protein to leak into the urine. Various medications can cause swelling, including ibuprofen and a class of blood pressure medications called calcium channel blockers. And there are still plenty of other causes. The point here is that it's not possible to conclude, just from photographs and video, that a person has heart failure or kidney failure.
The reason I know it's getting worse is because he's sitting behind the desk on camera now. He lashed out against MSNBC for giving him hash about his ankles. This is how we know that something is true, because it gets to Trump. Remember recently where he was talking about going to heaven for some fucking reason? He says, people said I'm not doing very well. I don't think he's talking about the media. I think he's talking about the doctors who are treating him. The only reason his health has been maintained at all is because he has the privilege of getting IV diuretics, spironolactone, Lasix, Bumex, something like that.
So now about diuretics. First of all, there is no IV spironolactone. It's available as an oral medication only. When I watched the edited version of this video, this was the moment that I started to suspect that he was not actually a medical doctor. Second, getting IV diuretics is not therapy only available to the elite, as you can find. Literally, anyone in the country, in the United States, who has heart failure severe enough to benefit from IV diuretics over oral diuretics can come to the hospital, be admitted, and receive IV diuretics. As a hospitalist, they are among the most common meds I prescribe.
That's why his hands have been bruised and covered with badly.
Speculation that the bizarre, poorly applied makeup to his hands is to hide bruising lids and either IV sites and anticoagulation is not unique to this one.
They tried to put, they had like 3 different bodies. One with a mask, one was goddamn like 6 inches tall than the other one.
One face was skinny.
One face was different. That's how dubious they know we don't pay attention. There are like 3 Bidens running around here. Because they really said Joe Biden was most likely dead.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was a clone until the 7-foot fighter came out. When they brought out that tall.
Yeah, that big tall one. You know what I'm saying? He like 6'5" and shit. It was
some damn corn pop.
Yeah, corn pop. Corn pop was a bad dude. I had to deal with corn pop. Corn pop was a bad dude. I think somebody black name was corn pop. You know this. It's the crazy shit. The corn pop. Corn pop was a bad dude. Corn pop. No damn way there been nobody that's like named corn pop. There ain't no brother named except corn pop. But yeah, I guess Trump is sick or something.
This one video. I have no idea why that makeup is there, or why a billionaire president apparently can't find a makeup person who can match his skin tone.
But you know they just
But I actually don't think it's from an IV. Given Trump's desire to portray a tough guy image, I would think he would insist on IVs being placed higher in his arm, where bruising would not be easily visible. I know sometimes in the hospital, patients do end up with IVs in the hand when the nurses can't find another location, but there's almost always a vein elsewhere that can be found.
Yeah. We broke, man. We broke.
These motherfuckers broke as hell, man.
We broke.
I don't even get mad. You know, I don't even get mad when a motherfucker mad at like the fast food. If I go get some fast food, the motherfucker attitude. I know why they mad. Because they got to deal with people and they making a little money. I don't even get mad at nobody no more. I be just talking to them and telling them it's gonna get better, and I be lying and shit.
Gonna get
better. You know, 'cause I don't want to spit in my food.
Oh shit!
I be acting like I'm struggling just as hard as them and shit. I be lying and shit. Like they got 70-something-year-old ladies working at McDonald's, man.
I can't eat that McDonald's shit. Better you than me. I can't pretend to eat that shit.
I mean, no, I don't eat it. I'm just saying, like at these fast food restaurants, they got 70-something-year-old women at these motherfucking Walmarts and dollar stores, and you can just see it on their face. They just be like, damn. You know, you can just see it.
Exactly. Damn, what kind of whole life to end up at this motherfucker? Whole damn life now. Asking you, hey, let me look into your bag and see your receipt. See if you got shit up in here. You got 3 things that cost you $150. You got that shit? Let's see. got your taco mix.
They manage they boss, they supervisor, 21 years.
25 and shit. Now, Beverly, I'm going to have to dock your pay. You keep walking around here and act like you don't know what's going on around. And you got to stand by the door and make sure nobody's stealing shit. You understand that? Well, my damn feet hurt. my damn
15-minute break, man.
My damn feet hurt around here. I can't just be fucking around. I got you younger than my great grandchildren. You talking crazy to me. Yeah. Now, Beverly, we got on the clock. You gonna have to do your job. We're gonna let you go. You can't let me go. My damn Social Security don't pay for my snacks and shit. I gotta pay rent.
They got motherfuckers with degrees, man, working at fast food restaurants in that warehouse. These motherfuckers got degrees.
I believe you. I know. People got degrees. I got on TikTok. I see most black people getting the hell out of here now. They're not even scared to leave. They say, man, we can't afford this shit. We out of here. We don't care nothing about this. I don't give a shit about this FBA shit. These motherfuckers talking all this crazy shit about staying here in this our land. I can't afford the goddamn. He said I can't afford my light bill. Talking all this little crazy stuff. But I heard shit. I see her husband going down to Panama. Man.
Yeah, one FBA motherfucker told Africa on TikTok, y'all can have this motherfucker. They didn't talk about America. y'all dying to get over here, so y'all can have this motherfucker. He talking about going to Thailand or some shit.
Yeah.
He told them they were arguing. He told Africa, he said, y'all can have this motherfucker. Y'all don't sleep.
I don't understand what people don't understand. Exactly. all these fake Tariq cats, man, I'm telling you. That like Big Cheese saying, the reality on the ground, man, can't nobody afford to live. That's how hard it is now. That's how hard it is, man. People can't afford to live, and I see it every day. And it's some sad, scary shit. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man.
Don't want to work.
What now?
Don't want to work. And mamas don't want to work every job that don't require a degree. If it's a job that don't require a degree, if you read it, what it takes to work there, all of them say, can you stand for long periods of time? And can you lift 50 pounds? Every one of them say that. Can you stand for long? These are the requirements. These are the only two requirements. Can you stand for long periods of time, and can you lift 50 pounds?
So you guys know that is.
They let you know they're gonna work your ass.
And remember, family, when they got rid of these immigrants, they expected black people, like Big Chief said, to go back to these jobs that paid you little or nothing. You worked in the field. They expected, this is what they said, this is real, they expected black people to go back to these fields and pick these watermelons and oranges and all that shit. But them days is over. Ain't nobody gonna pick that shit for 2 cents a damn day. He's not gonna do it. So, but that's what their plan was. It's all crazy, and it isn't all funny. We're supposed to be the lazy ones, but you never see white people out in the fields picking a damn thing. They call everyone lazy, but any job that has any kind of like back work in it, labor, they don't never want to do it.
Physical labor.
Physical labor, that's right. But you never see, they're the person who call every other race lazy, but they're the ones never in the fields doing physical labor on nothing. Nothing. And then when they do get out there, they can't do it. You always heard these farmers say, man, hey, these white people out there, the people from the prison, they couldn't do it. I said, man, I need my Mexicans back. The Americans, they're just not built for it. You say white people, we're not built for it. When have you seen them build all this shit about them building civilization? We never seen them do no heavy labor in the country. Every country they had another race doing all the labor every time. Always. But everybody else is lazy. Get everybody that propaganda.
I was arguing with one back and forth last week, and they was all saying all racist shit to me. No, they told me we're a creation of the little hats, right? That's what he said.
They always say us. They always say we are the creation. Exactly, bro. I want to hear this. Yeah. They always say that's Big Cheese.
Guess what I wrote him though, P?
What did you say?
I killed him. I said the little hats are gods to you, motherfucker. I said they trained you for the last 500 years to be at war with us while they replacing you, and they made all your women into whores. But you too dumb to see it. Boy, that motherfucker wrote me about 20 more motherfucking messages. Yeah. Oh, and it was on Twitter.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I said, they trick you into thinking I'm your enemy.
Yep.
I said, you dumb as shit. I left them with dummy at the end. I said, they turned their women into whores. I said, Mexicans, Arabs, and everybody running to your women. They
always claim that the Jews were helping the black people. More around, they're the ones that was enslaving us. They're the ones that was pitting you against us. They're the ones on Hollywood and painting the narrative of making us the criminal class. What are you talking about? You agree with that, knowing it was a lie because it makes you feel good. You told them that? Yeah.
Yep. I said they use their media to brainwash you, and I said, but y'all love to see that black poverty porn.
Exactly.
I told them that you love to see it on the news every day. You don't have a problem with that. You know.
Not at all.
You know, they don't have a problem with that type of shit. I said they don't figure them. Man, them little hats don't figure the white folks out.
You don't know.
I said they give you. Then I told them they give you white privilege to pacify you and to keep you tamed. Woo, he was hot.
Of course, they'll never deal with reality. They always want to deal in lies and obfuscations. What you told him was the truth. Like you said, he got hot. But that's the facts. That's what the damn evidence leads to. There's never been all this crazy. There's never been no good time for black people in the last 500 years. So I deal any other race helped us up. Where is it at? Where's the good living that we supposedly acquired coming from the hats? Where's it at? But you can't show us one place. Because everything that we did build good, you people came and burned it down to the ground and killed everybody. So did the hats do that, make you do that? Where is this help you say we got from these people? And this good living? It doesn't exist. You can't show us one place. We simply show you that they own Hollywood, they own the news, and they criminalize us as a people. And you've accepted that and ran with it and blew it up. Where we know you're the criminal class.
All they do is sit online and hate on everything. You can make a video. A motherfucker have a video of black people just laughing on the train, and you go look into the comments, you gonna see some racist white folks just saying stupid shit.
They hate us. You know that they hate us. It's gonna happen. Yeah, because it's psychopathic. Us having any joy, the cheese drives them crazy. That's what they get off on seeing us impoverished and all fucked up, broken on the side of the road. That's why that shit in DC making everybody's penis hard. Ooh, yeah. You know, us just laughing, you laughing somewhere on the video. Look at these old sorry ass N-words and shit, all lazy and shiftless. We just laughing and enjoying each other. Now we're lazy and shiftless. But that's their mindset. We're not gonna never be able to stop it. That's their field of hate. It's all hate. It's a culture of hate. It's crazy. You're not gonna. I told you, you're not gonna say, "Oh, they talk." They're not taught that. That's where they're born. Because you couldn't keep that going through generation to generation teaching. That had to be their nature. That's their nature. We would have been cheating.
Yeah. But yeah, like you see them women. Like if you see on TikTok, you see those women with that sound where they say, if you're a black person, you're never alone. It's always
watching you.
It's just that, like, if they see some pretty black women, just pay attention to the white women. They just, like, if they taking photos, they sightseeing, you gonna see some motherfucking white folks just staring at them.
That's it.
You know?
So no matter where whenever you think you're alone, you're never truly alone. There's always some white person all up in your business.
Yeah. They got sold a bad. They don't know they got sold a bad deal, man. They so homeless in Indiana. Gee, it's so many white homeless people, young and old, and they messed out.
Yeah. That's why the opioid use.
I'm gonna take a video of the library. Yeah, I'm gonna take a video of the library because that way they got there and sleep out there at the library.
I know. You can take that picture, put it up on the WhatsApp chat, and I can show it, man. Because like I said, because imagine being young now in this system. You're young, so you old people have already destroyed the country for your grandkids. You're not gonna have nothing. So imagine you being young, you can't afford no house, no apartment. Yeah, you can't even afford an apartment. You can't afford that.
No.
When I having 20 damn other white people living in y'all heat, I can't afford the rents because these N-words, these no good N-word bastards. We had nothing to do with the building of the economy. We have nothing with you not being able to pay your bills. We don't control your credit history. We don't control nothing. But it's always the N-words in their mouth.
Yep. The average new car is $40,000.
So the average.
The average car. I'm talking about a low goddamn Camry.
I know a low budget car is not 40 grand. So
yeah,
I understand this. That's how you know you come in the empire with Big Cheese is telling you it's unsustainable. Nobody makes the money to even afford a new fucked up car. 40 grand for some basic shit.
Honda Accord.
40-some thousands, and that's probably stripped down with nothing in it. Remember, you got certain class of classification when you buy a car, certain add-ons.
That's the Reggie Miller. That's the Reggie Miller. Well, you want the Michael Jordan one. You know, they got different levels of that shit.
Exactly.
You want the little Reggie Miller? You know, they're gonna be starting at $39,000. That shit go up to $47 if you want the Michael Jordan.
A Honda Accord, almost 50 grand. Man, this craziness. And that's what I said, it's unsustainable. No one's going to buy American cars outside America. They can't afford them. You got Chinese making cars for $6,000, $7,000. The used ones, I've seen used cars in China. I mean, nice ones, 2-3 years old, for $600. $700. And see, even if you buy it and get it here, you have to pay the 100% tariff. So what? That'd be like $1,200 because you just paid the 100% tariff. It'd be worth it because
100,000 before Escalade. I went and looked at one. I'm car shopping. I went and looked at one. I looked at that price. I walked right back in my car and peeled off. I peeled off so hard I pulled out sideways. I was burning rubber so hard.
If you guys remember, I used to own Escalade back in the day, but it cost no $100,000. I bought, and I also had a Navigator. You guys see me in. I'm thinking that when I bought that Escalade,
Navigator 70, ain't it?
70, 80 or something. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah.
I done sold all my cars.
I bought one used about for 50, I think, about 20 years ago. So yeah. The new one, like that new 4Runner. The new 4Runner, like 70,000.
See,
Toyota 4Runner.
A 4Runner. Toyota 4Runner, 70 grand. Are you serious? I ain't looking at no cars, guys. I ain't looking at no cars. I don't even own a car no more, guys. I sold it. A neighbor bought my last car. I had another Lincoln Navigator. He wanted it so bad. There's a black man. He like to keep it clean and blah. I said, yeah, I don't ever usually go nowhere, so shit, I'm just Ubering it. So I haven't been cars. He bought that thing like 3 years ago now. So I haven't even looked at a car, and that's why I said, you might be right. Keep on, you ain't got no car with. Like I'm some kind of weirdo now. You ain't got no car no more. What you be doing? I'm like, what? Like I'm some kind of weirdo abduct children or some shit. Oh, you ain't got no car no more. You just be Ubering and shit and lifting.
That's right car ever. That's right vehicle ever had. But Lincoln Navigator. I mean, it felt like I was floating on air in that thing.
I did love it. I feel bad that I got rid of it, but he gave me so much money to keep everything going. I said, I gotta take it. So the big chief said, I haven't looked at a car since before I paid for that, since before I had that one years ago. So I haven't been car shopping, even for used cars in a long time. I've been using these car apps that, you guys know they got the car apps like Toro and other vehicles you guys can rent on the weekend. That's what I've been using. So I haven't had no, like I said, everyone, because Big Cheese, sorry guys, the only one I know it's hard if I don't ever ask. Big Cheese the only one that really ever donates, that's it. So I don't come out and give me a donation. So to keep everything going, I don't want no car note again. I don't want no damn insurance note. So I just Toro shit if I gotta really go someplace and I give it back. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years, It's actually worked for me. So I know Big C's not lying about
Chevy Track.
Yeah, what was
a Chevy Track.
What the hell is that?
I got a Chevy Track. You know what a Chevy Track is?
Nah, what's that? What was that? Is that like a
It's
Jeep?
like a little small compact. It's a small little compact.
All right.
It's like how can I explain? Like a hatchback car.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2018, 100 and almost 30,000 miles on it.
Damn, you been driving that damn thing.
And my insurance is $190 a month.
That's the one you've been driving to California?
No.
I'm joking.
No, I had a Camaro convertible, but the insurance was just too ridiculous.
See? Camaro convertible. Wow. What year was that one?
2020.
Okay, that was relatively new. So how much was the insurance on that shit? You remember?
It's $400.
A month?
All state.
Yeah.
Listen, I paid $200 I paid $200 a month. I bought two cars for $8,000 cash. The 2018
Chevy Track. All right.
I bought that for $8,000 cash.
Wow.
And I paid $200 a month on that motherfucker for insurance. That's too much.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're not, that's some shit a 20-year-old would be paying, or some 25. See, the insurance don't make no sense. You was paying $400 on the, you remember $400 used to be a car payment? Now $400 is an insurance payment? $400 was a car note every month.
Yeah.
You got me paying $400? Man,
and Mine was an SS. I ain't had a regular Camaro. I had the SS.
Wow, you had
the one with the Corvette motor.
Yeah, but see you.
Corvette motor.
Oh shit, and the top down shit, the rag, all that shit.
Yeah, they put the top down on my ass, all right. That's my brother.
How'd you sell? Who the hell you sell that to? Did you give it to the dealership?
I sold it to a dealership.
Okay, I figured
yeah,
that.
because mine, you know, I put spoilers and shit all on mine and shit. I put bottom side skirts and spoilers all around it and stuff. And I lowered it about an inch. It was cold. I'll see you a picture one day.
I bet it was. Like that's why it was cold with that damn insurance. $400 damn
$400. I sold that motherfucker. I took that money. I said,
$400 a month. I can't imagine. What was my last insurance 3 years ago? What was that shit? That shit was on like 100.
Nobody will do navigator.
I can't afford no new navigator. I got too much shit in Africa. I paying too many damn people. That shit make my eyes bulge out.
Not having a car note though.
Huh? Yeah.
Not having a car note.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have no car notes. I don't got no car. If I did, like you said, I'd have bought mine with cash. Like my second oldest son came up here. Yeah, like what was he driving on the damn? He had the new Chevrolet Suburban. I said, how much is this motherfucker? Yeah, it's about 75,000 with everything, 80 grand. I said, 80 grand?
Oh, he got a deal.
I had that picture. I remember you guys put that picture in WhatsApp a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. I said, 80 grand for this? It was nice, don't get me wrong, it was nice. I just couldn't believe this used to be a whole house. This thing was 80,000 you paying for this motherfucker? Yeah, that's about 8,000, and you know, got the kids, it's big, got the big body one, like 80,000. And like you said, and that was just a Suburban. That's not like, you know, that ain't like no damn Cadillacs. I know the Cadillacs like 100,000 now. You tell me 80 grand, it was nice, I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker nice, but 80 grand, son? You paid 80 grand for this thing? I said, man, you better not stop making music, you done.
I seen the Ford Broncos. I seen the Ford Broncos. 23.
What do you make Broncos no more
I
good?
seen the 2023 the Ford Broncos down the street from me at the Ford dealership has not been sold in 2023. They've been sitting on the lot since 2023.
They started making Broncos again. They got rid of that shit.
You ain't saw the Ford Broncos?
Not no new ones. I thought they stopped making them.
You seen them, you ain't
paying attention to them, exactly.
So they big as hell.
Wow.
They brought them back out in 2020.
Okay, I'm about to say, because they got rid of them Broncos like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I like them motherfuckers.
How much are they?
They want 70,000 and shit. Now they trying to remake them because they know they've been sitting on. They got that lock rust on them.
Well, it's
for 2 years. Some of them been sitting for 2 years.
Hey, we can't afford rent. You talking about paying a car for 70,000? We can't afford this. It's not make any sense. The car prices are now doing. That's what I'm talking about. You can't live in the country. The prices don't make sense. They're out of control. Everybody's saying it. You can't show me a Bronco. This is a Ford Bronco. That was a budget car back in the day. Now 70,000 was a luxury car with all the bells and whistles. You think I'm buying a Bronco for 70 grand? He's like house price.
Over 100. They got a Ford Bronco cost over 100.
That's what I'm saying. Good for me. I've been on a car lot a long time. I'm like, this don't make any sense. Everybody been telling me how, like Big T, everybody tell me how high the prices are. I just can't, because I ain't been looking at cars in about 7-8 years. Even though I had the navigate, I wasn't going to look at car prices when I was selling it. So I didn't know none of these car prices. This shit is astronomical, man. What? You guys let me know in the chat room, what you guys driving? What are you guys driving? You know, motherfuckers think of me crazy now, and I'm gonna believe I don't got no car. I go out my driver right there, sure, I don't got no car out there. You know,
I've been looking for 2 years. This is so high, I've been looking for 2 years.
2 years?
I've been looking for a car for 2 years.
They keep claiming that the price is gonna go down. But as I say, guys, you guys go get, that's what they keep claiming. Like, that's not, you guys have to go to these auctions, man. You guys gonna go get the auctions. The price of the Big Cheese said, I'll pass out. I can't afford none of the cars that Big Cheese is saying. I can't afford none of that shit. I got too many employees I gotta pay. Shit. I can buy a bicycle, goddammit, that's it. That's it. That's it. Right here. I'm out here riding in the rain on the bicycle. You know what I mean?
You see them TikTok videos every now and then when people be like, how are y'all making it out there? Well, somebody tell me, how are y'all surviving?
All the time, Big Cheese. All the time. All the time, Big Cheese. Let me go. All the time, Big Cheese. Look. All the time. All the time. I'm like, how are people survive? I don't know if people got kids that surviving. Let me know if you got, I don't know if we're going to have kids right now. I don't know how you're doing it. I ain't gonna lie.
That's it, Keith. That's it. They surviving. That's what it is. They ain't living. Ain't nobody living. They survive. I'm glad my kids are growing and thawing. I don't know how y'all doing it, man. Let me see.
And if you're not Christ-like, you're not Christian.
I don't even know if Christ really existed. But guess what I know?
That's obvious.
I know that the black man and woman.
All right. Let me see. I'm telling you. People, I said, people talking about people talking about you surviving. Surviving and
you can say that America's too expensive. And all kind of shit will pop up motherfuckers crying.
I should have did that. Let me get out of here. Okay, let me get out of here.
It's too expensive to live in America. Motherfuckers will be doing videos after videos.
I honestly don't know how anybody is surviving in the U.S. It's so depressing. Everything.
All right, so look, if black people and other melanated peoples are going to survive America, then we are going to have to learn how to work together. We start small, we build trust, and we
I got a one batch for $45.
You go. All right, so look, if black people and other melanated peoples are going to survive America, then we are going to have to learn how to work together. We start small, we build trust, and we expand it until it is something that they cannot destroy. No one is coming to save us, and the truth is, America is not.
Too expensive to live. The celebrities going broke, P.
I know most are moving out. They moved out of America. You see America?
Yeah.
The celebrities are leaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too expensive. They moving out of here.
Yeah.
So expensive to live.
That's why you see that shit with Black Americans and Africans.
America prices are out of control. Tell me if I'm tripping or not. Recently, I went back to New York City, and man, every time I just walked out of the door, $300, poof, disappeared right out of my pocket. America prices are.
You send gifts and shit, and everybody be like, "You want me to keep the line going? You know, send a gift." And then they bring somebody on there who everybody hates, and then they say, "You want me to drop them? Send me a marshmallow or some shit." Yeah, you want me to drop them?
Look at the marshmallow.
Or send me a balloon or some shit. And then they'll drop the African, and then the Africans will drop the FBA. Yeah. You want to come back up? You want to back up? Somebody send me 2 marshmallows. Hey, I'm listening to this shit there.
Okay, let's see.
America prices are out of control. Tell me if I'm tripping or not. Recently, I went back to New York City, and man, every time I just walked out of the door, $300, poof, disappeared right out of my pocket.
Yeah.
2 plates of food at the deli menu, not even at a restaurant. $50. Imagine making $4,000 to $6,000 in New York City, bro. You be straight depressed. No way you're living comfortably with that type of money in New York. Facts. And it's not just New York. It's all over America. Y'all in the comments, y'all tell me, am I tripping or not? But with $4,000 to $6,000 in Asia, bro, you can't even spend $4,000 to $6,000 in a month in Asia. Facts. With $4,000 to $6,000 a month in Asia, you can have a driver, you can have a maid, you can have a dog walker. Shit, you can have a shoe cleaner come and clean your shoes every day of the month. So I gotta ask, is America too expensive or am I just tripping? America price.
The cost of living in this country is
$15 for six wings of Harold's.
$15 for 6 wings?
6 wings and a soda.
See what I'm saying?
A soda. $15.
What did I buy? I bought some damn, I know you're gonna laugh. I bought some goddamn Popeyes, a 4-piece for $20. Like, what the fuck is this? I can't afford that shit. $20. That's gonna stop me from going to Popeyes.
They want 6 wings. 6 wings was the man there that told them to take the mouse off of it. $14 or something.
Shit crazy, man. That's what I'm talking about. Man, we can't survive here. Let me know how you guys surviving. I'm glad my kids are grown and gone. I couldn't afford no children. I couldn't feed them. Because the grocery bills, I buy shipping myself. Should be $150. I got 3 things in the bag. I'm like, what is this? This shit. Imagine the kids I had. A damn grocery bill today would be $1,000 a week. Easily. You know how kids eat up all your shit? You be yelling at your kid. I told you, little bastard, that's enough. I'm eating all our shit. It's gotta last a week.
I can imagine if I had a girlfriend. Oh my God.
See, Job and them laugh at me. You know, when I'm home, they call me and say I'm in the house by myself. They see the house, right? Why you got no, just don't have no girlfriend? What? Motherfucker. I can't afford no girlfriend. I ain't paying nobody no money. You guys won't get paid. Shit talking about. Girlfriend gonna say, why you got these people in Africa paying them money? I need my hair done. Shit to get done. I need my car paid. And I said, if I had a girlfriend, you motherfuckers be living out in the streets of Nairobi.
Why is he calling you? Why is he calling you? Why the women in Africa keep calling you?
Why the African whores calling you? Exactly. I said, y'all had no idea. Why these African whores calling you every day? I said, they work for me, though. They ain't doing no work. Ain't no certain times that they be blowing up your phone. They see I'm here. I'm not having, they work for me. I'm having sex with these women they were in Africa. I don't know what you doing. I'm like, you flying over there and coming back.
Yeah.
That's it. So now,
one girl, you saw the girl who said you got to give her $1,000 deposit before she go on a date with you.
Nah, I didn't see that shit. No.
It's a girl went viral. It's a black chick. She said you got, and I think she's like a little celebrity or something like that. Or a tennis player or something like that.
She gotta be on TikTok. I'm gonna find that video. She gotta be on TikTok.
Yeah, she said, all you gotta do is say, the lady said you gotta deposit $1,000 to go on a date with her.
And ain't nobody dating her. What they say?
I said, this is crazy.
But that bitch, ain't nobody dating her. Ain't nobody got no money to pay date. $1,000 going to date with you. It's all, I say, you black women delusion. That's why you got passport bros. I hate to tell you. You got gorgeous women outside of America, you morons. You didn't price yourself out of the market. I buy a damn cheap flight down to Brazil or Colombia. It'll cost me nothing but $200 for the flight. And a goddamn nice ass hotel cost me like $50 a night. I found all the goddamn fine Colombian black women I want. Like, so before you get to talking crazy, oh, you going down for some white, but nah, Colombia's full of black women, moron. So long time I'm trying to go get some white woman. So and they're agreeable, so you can miss me with that bullshit. You gotta get some strange Gucci.
I mean, all the ladies in the comment section was like, yeah, girl, you right. I'm like, boy, this is what I think they satisfied with being single. I think they good enough where a lot of them, they fucking these little young dudes too. A lot of them, it got so bad for them. A lot of these 35-year-old women, they fucking these 20-year-old dudes, man. It's just that bad for them now.
Yeah, well, they got no choice because ain't nobody else gonna mess with them. And I'm telling you, have passport, go travel, guys. It don't cost money. So you ain't got to go to Africa, guys. You go someplace, you go over to Belize, go to Panama, Colombia, Nicaragua's full of black women. They're agreeable. You ain't got no $1,000. Their bodies all in shape. They ain't talking crazy. They ain't making you a meal. That's why you becoming a passport bro. And I'm not no passport bro. Don't put me in that bullshit. But I do got a passport, real travel. It don't cost nothing, guys, to go down to the islands. Islands don't cost you nothing.
You ain't like J. Raylo? You ain't like J. Raylo?
Oh, that
on, bitch.
Yeah, I need to show that again. I showed that the other day. Joby got off, man. You was on that show. Joby was mad as hell. Joby was pissed off.
That nigga said the kid was ugly. I said, oh shit, I gotta watch film tomorrow morning. Joby was mad as a motherfucker.
He was mad as shit. That shit was funny. Especially after the show, motherfucker.
I can't believe they didn't whoop your ass. Joby wanna kill that nigga.
Oh, strange looking ass Negro too. Oh, weird. How's it? That's your FBI. That nigga's hairline all the way back by his ears.
Yeah, that nigga dangerous though. He is dangerous nigga to a female though. That nigga whooping female.
I know. I never heard him or never seen him until this recent dust up. I knew who the hell he was, so it was new to me. I didn't know who the hell they were talking about. It was all new to me. I ain't never seen it.
All that shit on camera.
I know.
All that on camera.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna show that shit again. Hold on. Let me cover these white boys. I'm gonna show it again.
Currently, it's not going to be. It is currently unsustainable. And there are people that they know this, but then they'll still look at somebody else that's struggling and then tell them they're not doing good enough. I want you to imagine somebody that makes $75,000 a year. That's a pretty high up wage in terms of like top earners in this country. $75,000 a year. And we're going to go through some things here. This is a person with no debt outside of a car. And please don't hit me with the, you can go buy a car for, shut up, you can't, shut up, stop saying ridiculous things. An entry-level decent car is $30,000. So this person who puts $200 a month into insurance and they pay 5% into their 401k because shut up, people should be able to put money into their retirement. Because if you're not doing it now, you're never going to get to start doing it later. So after those two things come out of their paycheck, and their taxes are paid, they bring home $53,850 a year from a $75,000 paycheck. Average rent in my state for a one-bedroom apartment, because an adult should be able to live by themselves, $1,700. That car payment at 6% for an entry-level, very reasonable...
So anything Big Cheese said, an entry-level sedan, $1,700 for a low-budget apartment, one room. He said you should be able to live by yourself. Exactly. How are you surviving?
Sedan, nothing fancy. Car payment's $579 a month. Car insurance, $240 or so a month for a lot of vehicles in this day and age. You're a young person, you've got a nice job, but the insurance companies still want to screw you over. Food, you only cook at home. You never ever go out.
Yeah, just cooking at home. Guys, what just cooking at home? I told you about 5 things over $100 a week. I'm about over $100 worth of food. It's just me, and I'm not even home yet. I'm not home on the weekends. I get home about some shit on the weekends over $100 every weekend. And so that's like $400 to $500 a month for 2 damn days I'm home. How are people surviving out here, man? It's absolutely crazy to me.
You only cook at home and you only eat decent quality food because a human being should be allowed to eat decent quality food. You pay $879 a month for that. You spend $250 a month in gas. You wear and tear on your car $100 a month. $80 for your phone, $80 for your internet, $175 a month for your electricity, $70 for your water, $20 for your cash. You make $75 grand a year, and outside of a car payment, you have zero debt. Do you know how much money you have left over annually? at a $75,000 wage? You do nothing. You don't own a Netflix. You don't go out on a date. You don't pay to go to a park. You don't go watch a movie. You do nothing. If you can't find it on the internet for free, you don't get to do it. If you can't cook it at home for your $800, you don't get to do it. You have $3,700 left over annually. That's like $320 a month. And there's going to be, well, that's $300. Shut up. Shut your stupid, contrarian, edgelord mouth. That's not a doctor bill, because God knows just because we have insurance doesn't mean that we don't still pay far out the ass when we go to the doctors. People like to be entertained. They want to date. They want to... There's those of you out there that will tell somebody living like this on $75,000 a year before taxes that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, that they should get a second job, that they should get a side hustle, that they should get a better job. And the fact that you would look at somebody with no debt other than a car and say something like this to them means objectively you're a moron and you live in a fantasy world. This is unsustainable.
I told you. I said it's unsustainable. We can't live here. We can't survive. It's unsustainable. It's unsustainable. And sorry you MAGA morons ain't figured out that you've been sold a bill of goods. This is now unsustainable. It's now unsustainable. And they still take you more. This is unsustainable. Let me go to another one.
The cost of living in this country is...
People crashing out.
So, I don't normally ever come on here and post anything except of my dog because he's absolutely gorgeous. But, I am extremely frustrated being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live. I have spent my whole fucking day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live. Because I can't afford fucking $1,300 a month in rent, and then fucking a $650 car note, and then $300 in fucking insurance, and then you got utilities.
See? $600 a month for a car note. And what she say about insurance? How much is insurance?
Because I can't afford fucking $1,300 a month in rent, and then fucking a $650 car note, and then $300 in fucking insurance.
See? So $300 in insurance, $650 for the car note. No one's making it this much to survive. And no one's took down any of these prices, still. So all these corporations, these prices don't make any sense. And insurance is just a scam in case you don't hit something, in case you don't get in an accident. You give people free money every goddamn month. It's a toll. It's like working at a toll booth. You're giving somebody some free money every month in case some shit happens. You know how the rich do, they put the money in a trust, and you have the rich, you put in the trust $1 million, and then you be self-insured. But they don't allow that if you're wealthy. We don't got $1 million to put away to the side, and then we can self-insure ourselves. We get the money back because we didn't have any accidents. So everything they've done in this country has always been a scam to steal more money out of people. $300 every month in case some shit happens. Every month. Car note $700. It said $650. And looking at the car ain't like Big Chief said, the car don't look like shit. Car don't look like shit she's in. So how you surviving? She didn't mention the groceries yet. Told you $1,300 for rent. $650 for the car. That's the car note. $300 for the insurance to drive the car. This is, I don't know, tell you guys, this is unsustainable. It's unsustainable. Because you have no jobs that pay enough to live anymore. This is unsustainable.
And then you got utilities, and it's just, it's either I eat or I pay my bills, and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be fucking late this month? And I'm so fucking sick of it. Like all these fucking apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters, fuck you. Fuck you so fucking hard. And I mean that with everything in me. Fuck you. I nor anybody else should be working 60 plus hours a fucking week and not be able to fucking live. I'm about to crash the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my fucking mind. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm about to lose my shit because I just can't take it. So, I don't normally ever come on here and post anything except my dog because he's...
You know it's really bad when entire generations like Gen Z and millennials are just basically throwing up their hands and saying, what's even the point?
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working out for nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now.
What am I doing wrong? I work every day and I'm still broke. Like, I have a decent job, I make some decent money, but I live out here in Cali. Like, bro, as soon as I get paid, I have all these bills stacked up, bro, that shit wipes me clean. Like, fuck, I got no money left over. Making $100,000 a year doesn't get you anywhere nowadays.
Hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left in my account.
I have all these bills stacked up, bro, that shit wipes me clean. Like, fuck, I got no money left over. Making $100,000 a year doesn't get you anywhere nowadays.
Hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left in my account. So, a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews and still nothing. Hey, what the f is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Y'all, I just went today and got my driver's license renewed, my car tags renewed, picked up 2 prescriptions, and got a few groceries. To say that I'm completely broke now is an understatement. So I'm going to have to go home and start selling off my furniture to be able to live the rest of the month. I mean, that's just, it's unbelievable. And my heart hurts today. Truly hurts for people who are not able. And we're living in some rough times, really rough times. And we need to be praying for all those around us who are not as fortunate as we are to be able to do the things that we need to do. I'm not talking about extras. I'm not talking about going on vacation and doing fun things. I'm talking about living, taking care of your vehicle, if you can even afford a vehicle, putting groceries on the table, buying medicine, the things you have to do. It's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, it's a really sad thing here. You know, we have a generation that is right now trying to survive in the U.S. and they're doing it at a time that it is so difficult with the rising costs. I really do feel for the younger generation and even for the older generation. I mean, you're hearing the stories here that it's just so difficult. Right now, you go and do a few things and it's like your bank account is empty. And that is the reality. Money goes by so quickly. And the reason why is because primarily, in my opinion, wages have not kept up here in the U.S. That's a fact. And also the cost of everything has gone up so dramatically that right now it's just not lining up. It's really, really, really difficult to make ends meet. And you do have to start learning to do with less. Take out the luxuries in life. Take out the unnecessary vacations, the unnecessary spending. Take out the wants and really just focus on the needs. And even just by getting the needs, purchasing the needs, taking care of your needs, even that really starts to draw people broke. And I'm seeing more and more that people are having a harder time to cope with this because it's getting too stressful. And even though this has been going on for years now, and if the pot continues to boil, I really believe things are just going to get a lot worse because people are already living on the edge, and you already can not afford something extra to happen or something extra to come up without just kind of going in the hole. So that's why I've been a proponent of just living as minimally as possible for years now, being as debt-free as possible and living frugally, because look at where we are today. Look at what's going on in the world.
Bro, the cost of living is insane right now. Like, what are we doing? I swear before COVID, in my area, $20 an hour was like, you balling, you good. Now, people that making $20 an hour, I'm like, man, how are they surviving? Like, this is insane. Fast food places are paying $20 an hour now. So $20 an hour is the new $10 an hour. Obviously, all of this is relative to where you live. So my $20 an hour, where I live in Northern Virginia.
No, that's because the dollar's lost value. There's no dollar, there's no value in the dollar. That's what's going on. You have a collapsing currency. And it's not going to be any better because the currency is going to completely collapse until it's gone. See, that's how empire falls apart. It happens slowly, then all of a sudden, boom. So we're in a slow collapse, and all of a sudden this is going to implode on itself. And that's what I told you. This is what's happening. This is what's coming. Whether you like it or not. So everybody's stomach is touching the backbone by Big C's. His narrative is true. Everybody's out here struggling. Everybody's broke. That's real. Everybody's broke. The pretend like we're not, it's silly. You got people on the internet, goopy Tariqs and G-Star, we got money. Ain't nobody broke, everybody got money, we got money. We don't got no damn money. There's no jobs paying anybody anything. We gotta pay rent, we gotta have 2 or 3 people to have a roommate at 40 and 45 years old. Crazy shit.
Maybe you're $16 an hour, or maybe you're $30 an hour. It all really depends on where you live. Like, I can't be the only one that sees this stuff. Like, I can't be the only one that understands what's going on. And it honestly worries me that there's some people out there that make less than that. Like, think about the people out there that's making minimum wage. Like, probably have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make up for, a livable income. It's insane.
I'm just mad. I'm just mad anymore. There's no reason for me to be like, yay,
that's gonna be me,
like, we're so great.
I can't even afford Popeyes no more. That's going to get me off of the price of Popeyes is getting me off of it. I guess that's what it had to take. The prices are crazy. I'm like, what? I can't even afford Popeyes chicken? Jesus Christ.
We're so free. We're so powerful. I'm starving. I have to go without so that my kid can maybe have Pop-Tarts once a month. Shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have to go like, let's see, we haven't had meat in a long time, because guess what? We can't afford it, okay? But yeah, we're the ones working every day to make this country go round and round. But we're not worth being able to have decent food or the amount of food that.
And see these white people crying, they voted, and we're living in the aftermath of white people's hate. The economy is because of white people's hate. With the Reagans, the Reaganomics, and all the shit that they, remember this, they destroyed all the unions because they told them that the unions were communists. When the unions were there to fight, you have a livable wages. They told them having livable wages was wrong. You having unions wrong. You know unions work, like I said, that's why they don't ever go after the policeman's union or the fireman's union, ever. So we've been stripped from the unions that said, hey, you cannot take all the money and suck it up top. You must share the wealth of the company, what the company is making. You must share that equally with the people that built the wealth of the company, which is the workers. But you tethered that away from it. You propagandize, I want to have, unions are bad for lazy people. And now you got no unions, and now they just pay you nothing. While the corporations take all the wealth that you generate. The workers generate the wealth for the company. But you don't get the profit of the companies. See how that works? And you tell me you do that, oh, you're being liberal. You're liberal, these fake ass terms. Fake terms for morons. Liberal, you're being liberal. And don't get it twisted about the liberals, they ain't helped you either. They're in the pockets of the same corporation. So like I said, no thing is no liberal or no conservative. Everybody's stomachs now touching their backbones. With these big ass terms, liberal.
It's incredibly difficult to live in America for so many people. Mostly because it's just a sad country at this point. It's a lonely country. I hear it from people all the time.
They said we can't afford the damn, so I can find that video before we got it about that young lady said you gotta give her $1,000 a date. Sound crazy as cat shit.
Time. You just don't have bonds. You don't have friendships. I can't tell you how many elderly people I talk to every day who just want to talk because they have no one else to talk to. You don't have any kind of companionship because it's just common now for people to grow old alone. But that's what life is in America. It's an act of loneliness. It's an involuntary vow of solitude. And I think it's one of the biggest shames because it doesn't have to be that way. People here are no different than they are anybody else, but for some reason we just don't want to talk to each other. We don't want to be friends with each other. We don't want to go do anything. It's expensive.
The way the cost of living has gone up is fucking crazy. A 1-bedroom apartment is damn near $2,000 a month, which is crazy. Like, what? Food is steady going up, and it's just like, damn, what do y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to live on the street in a box and, eat out the garbage and drink my spit? Because at this point, that's what I'm finna fucking do. Because, no, I'm not finna pay for no $2,000 apartment and I'm barely in it, motherfucker, because I'm always at work trying to keep the motherfucker.
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
Exactly. You always work every day, never in the apartment. This shit is just crazy. This con game is crazy. And you can't tell them to do better because the jobs don't pay no money. So you know about you have no education, like Big Chief said. You got college graduates working at fast food and other things because the jobs are going away. And they're replacing you with robots and AI. You get this? They're replacing all this, you're not working hard enough, you're not getting enough school. Then you get all these school, you get all this damn finance, and you go to school, now you're $200,000 in debt. And there's no job to repay that debt. And they're not going to forgive you with that debt.
So we in America can't even afford to live anymore. This 1976 cost of living, the average income was $16,000. A home was $43,000. New car, $5,000. Rent, $220 per month. Just look at these prices. So based on that, they're saying that the average income should be what, $84,000 now? So that means that with $240,000, I should be able to buy a new house. It's not possible. And also the average income is not $84,000. Most people are making way less than that. $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000.
You know what has arisen? Because they destroyed all the unions. Your oligarchs told these morons in the news that they should get rid of all the unions that would fight for you to have livable wages. So you see that your cost of living has gone up, but your income has not. The cost of living has gone up since he's talking about this since 76, but the cost of your income has stayed flat. It stayed flat. So you've been propagandized to for so long. It's crazy.
But it's not $84,000. And based on this, I should be able to get a new car. That's what? It says it would be like $5,000. So if my income is $80,000, a new car should be like $20,000, which most of the time they also are not. Unless you're getting a value car. Also, if we're looking at this, your rent for the year should only be 15% of $6,000, which would be about $2,000 something dollars, which our rent is not 15% per year. It's like 30 or 40% per month. So yeah, something is definitely wrong. New car, nothing is adding up. So basically, we're not making enough to support what things cost, and it's a horrible thing. So we in America can't even afford to live anymore. So we in America can't even afford.
All right, so look, let me tell you the truth that don't nobody want to say out loud. American citizens are being priced out of existence, and more people have stopped paying bills than they want to admit. Now, I'm not talking about just a few people slipping through the cracks. I'm saying that the cracks have widened so big that whole communities are slipping through them. And this isn't about laziness. This is not a problem of bad budgeting. Well, sometimes it's bad budgeting, but you get what I'm saying. The problem is beyond budgeting. What it's really about is an economy that has been stretched past its breaking point. The cost of survival has been raised higher than human beings can reach. Think about your own life. You go to work, you get paid, rent takes the whole check before you get your next breath out. Just instantly, boom, gone. You walk into the grocery store with money in your pocket, and then you walk out the grocery store with 2 little ass bags that barely last a week. Exactly. Maybe a couple days if you're lucky. You stand at the gas.
Exactly, a couple days. Exactly, if you're lucky. Mine a couple days. And I guess I'm lucky. My shit lasts a couple days. I guess I'm lucky now.
Pump, and you watch the numbers spin and rise faster than your paycheck ever will. You go to the mailbox and it's nothing but more demand, more bills, and more weight you can't carry. And this cycle repeats itself day after day, month after month, year after year. And people are tired. Not just physically tired. People are burned out. We are, after all, living in a global burnout crisis. People are drained in the body. People are drained in the mind. People are drained in the soul. For years, they just told us to push harder, to rise and grind, to believe in our potential. But they never once acknowledged our limits. They never once acknowledged that human beings are not machines. They ignored the exhaustion. They ignored the collapse. They ignored the fact that we are working harder than ever in an economy that gives us less and less in return. And we've tried everything. Payday loans, side hustles, payment plans, extensions, rearranging due dates, running up them credit cards, borrowing from family, selling time, selling energy, selling our peace of mind. Every door has been knocked on. Every option has been exhausted. And no matter what you try, it's never enough. Because there isn't enough. Because the system was never built so that you can win. This system was designed for us to fail. And this is what it means to be priced out of existence. To give everything you have and still not be able to cover the basics. To work yourself to the bone and still fall behind. To live in a society where survival is set at a price that ordinary people cannot afford. And when you realize that, something shifts inside of you. You begin to see the truth. The dollar is hollow. It's not protection. It's not freedom. It's not wealth. It's a leash. A leash they use to keep you obedient. A leash they tighten while telling you to smile and be grateful for what you got. And you finally understand that the bills will never stop. Because the bills are the point. The bills are the chain. So people stop. People are stopping. Quietly, but people are stopping. They stop paying rent to buy food instead. They let the car go. They let the credit card rot. People just stop answering the phone. And it's not because they don't care. It's just that they care more about being alive than paying these companies or these banks. They care more about feeding their kids instead. You know what I'm saying? They care more about not losing their minds under the weight of all this unrealistic pressure. Here's the secret that they don't want you to know. More people than you think have already made that choice. But this country, it only adds more chaos, more fuel to the fire. We got tariffs tossed around like dice. Trade wars shaking every price tag. We got groceries going up, clothes going up, medicine going up, appliances, utilities, everything you touch is going up in price. One man's ego turned into millions of people's pain. That's not leadership. That is dictatorship energy. Living here in America has become unpredictable. You don't know what tomorrow...
Okay, let me see if I can find So I can find that video Big Cheese is talking about. Let me search. Yeah, let me search.
What cost? You don't know.
So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an idea. I done came up with an idea. You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an idea. I done came up with an idea. You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your lashes done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your nails done, you
see how delusional this broad is? With this fake ass yak on her head. It probably nappy than a motherfucker. This fake ass wig or whatever the shit she got on her damn head. Somebody give her $1,000. This ain't even your head. And I like to see without all the makeup on your face. You're a fraud. So if you want $1,000, let's see what you really look behind the scenes, lady. You talking about this crazy $1,000 for this. What are you talking about? Your fake nails, your fake hair, your fake lashes, $1,000. You insane? $1,000 for what? What economy? What do you do, lady? What do you bring to the? What do you do? This is insane talk. People struggling in America. She talking about $1,000. So they gonna give you to date this broad. Well, get $1,000 to date you. With your tattoos all on your damn chest. You already showed me that you're not worth dating. You got tattoos. Look at this tattoo across this broad's chest. She got a tattoo across her chest talking about somebody making a damn deposit of $1,000 and you already got a hope stamp on your chest. What are you talking about? You don't have the class to ask for $1,000. You sound crazy as cat shit. What are you talking about? We got a whole stamp across the damn chest, some tattoo. With the fake ass hair and the fake ass eyelashes and the fake ass nails. Talking about $1,000. You better give me $1,000 to date your ass. Wash all that shit off your face. Show me your real damn hair. Not this fucking yak on your fucking head. This hair hat you got on. Show me what you really have with all this shit on. Talking about $1,000. Let me start this again. This is what you're talking about, delusional.
So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an idea. You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your lashes done.
Exactly, Big Cheese. A lot of jobs ain't letting you get 40 hours. They got you working like part-time. It is heinous what they've allowed the corporations to control everything now. They got rid of all the unions. They got these morons who believe that unions were bad. And then they see the unions were not bad. And everybody's stomach is touching their backbones. You got morons out here with tramp stamps on their chest. I need $1,000 deposit to date this. I need $1,000, you take that fucking wig off your head. That's what I need. You got this fake ass hair. Let me kill me with their fake hair and shit. This fake shit on their head. It's crazy.
And you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your nails done, you have to put down a deposit, right? And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back. So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposit.
She can't Joey said she can't even get good. We should start charging these men to save $1,000. talking about, you moron? $1,000. When are we gonna do that? Take you to reading classes? Language skills 101, you can't even speak English. Please, you need me $1,000. So crazy as cat shit.
To date us. Like, we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000.
A 30-day trial to date us.
So, and if they don't do right by us within them 30,
somebody gonna charge $1,000 to date your low budget ass. With your tramp stamp on your chest, by your neck, all up here, where your titty meat at, right? All up by where your cleavage. Somebody gonna pay $1,000 with your tramp stamp all up by your titty meat. Yeah, you're really classy. Somebody's gonna pay $1,000 to date your classy ass. You know how delusional and retarded this sounds?
30 days we keep the money. I'm just saying, like, I think we should start charging men.
I'm just saying, right?
I'm talking about single women. I think
talking about some prostitution type shit. Charge to do what? No one's gonna pay $1,000 for you, lady. No one's gonna pay $1,000 for you, lady. No one. You're delusional. Go stick your head in a bucket.
We should start charging them. I think we should start charging men to date us. So, we would get something out of the deal. Like, cause if you charging them to date you, they gonna do right. And if they want to date you, they gonna pay. So yeah.
Say nothing but click. Say nothing but clickbait. Nobody paying to date this broad. She's looking for some attention, looking for some clout. Nobody's paying to date you, lady. Nobody. You ain't that fine with that big ass yacky hair on your head. Right, bald head to boot. Tired of you women with this fake ass hair. Let's see your hair. Tired of you hair hat wig wearing bastard talking about my dick. Let's see your hair. Are you bald under there or what? Shit. Oh, you women some kind of like goddamn clone or something. All the fake makeup got your goddamn. I'm wrap this up, guys. I'm running out of damn. Let me turn this thing up. I'm running out of damn. All my power dying. Shit. All my power dying. Let me stop this right here. Do that one. All my power dying, guys. My damn power is dying. Shit. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Everything going out on my ass. TikTok just went out. My TikTok going out. Everything's going out. So let me but that tablet going out. So let me. What are we doing here? Shit. Oh, damn, we've been up 2 hours on my damn shit. Let me wrap this up, fam. Say much love to everybody. We're gonna wrap this up. Be back here tomorrow. Same black time, same black channel. Black, hot, fire. We'll be back here tomorrow, family. That's what we do. Woo! See you back tomorrow night, family. You guys can't talk your shit. Probably so. I'm gonna show it tomorrow, Big Cheese. I'm gonna show it tomorrow, Big Cheese. I'm out of damn. All my shit is down. All my gadgets are going out. I'll show it tomorrow, Big Cheese. I'll show it tomorrow. I'm sure a bunch of people making reaction videos to this crazy broad. I'll show it tomorrow. That'll be good. That'll be a good show.
We should start charging.
I'll show it tomorrow.
So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an idea.
Hold on,
I done came up.
Let me do this real quick. Let me get this.
So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an ideal. Right? And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back. So, I done came up with an ideal.
You have a, like, you're spoiled, right? So you feel like...
I done came up with an ideal. You know how you go back. So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposits to date us. Like we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000.
Everybody smash that like button over here. I know times are hard, but you can't donate. They would have damn cash app right there. Cash app me at Mr. Blackout Body. I do appreciate it. I go to the website.
Tennis star Shakira Vickery has revealed that she charges men $1,000 to go on a date with her. Vickery, who's 30 years old, is currently attempting to qualify for the U.S. Open. This article also says that off the court, she's racking it in, having launched the OnlyFans account earlier this year. Vickery has revealed that she requires a payment to date her, having grown tired of men wasting her time. The American wrote on Instagram this week, "I no longer date for free due to the behavior of men. I now require a pre-date deposit. Send me $1,000 and we can make it happen." And then she put her Cash App name. Prior to the U.S. Open qualifying this week, Vickery had not played since February due to injury. In that time, her OnlyFans account, which she describes as containing the content too spicy for Instagram, has gone from strength to strength. On her endeavor, Vickery added on Instagram that she's very open-minded and she doesn't care what people think of her. She says, "It's the easiest money I've ever made. I enjoy doing it. I will never talk shit about girls on OnlyFans ever again for the rest of my life. Because the amount I made on there the first 2 days," she said she's overwhelmed and she's really shocked about how much money she's made on there. First of all, bruh, you can't have a face as ugly as this bitch and charge $1,000 for a date. Like, bruh, she said you gotta make an $1,000 deposit, but you gotta pay her $1,000 before she even shows up to the date. So there's a chance that you cash at this bitch, right? And y'all agree to go on the date and she won't even show up and she's already got the money, you feel me? Now, if you look at this bitch's face, bruh, she literally looks like Shannon Sharp. Like, I wouldn't even give her a 6. You like a 4 out of 10. I won't say this though, bruh. Shakira Vickery, I've never heard of this girl until she said this because this was all over social media yesterday. So I don't know why this website is calling her a star tennis player. You know, if she was a star tennis player, I would have heard of her. You know what I'm saying? She's not a star, okay, which is why she's doing OnlyFans. If she was a star tennis player, she wouldn't be on OnlyFans making money on it. You know what I'm saying? But aside from her face being ugly, she does have a nice body. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. She got some nice thick thighs. She got a little fat ass on her. You know what I'm saying? She has a nice body. But as far as her face, bruh, she literally looks like Shannon Sharp in the face. She got a horse face, okay? She's not pretty. She's not attractive. And I can't believe we're living in a country where women this ugly are making statements like this. Remember back in the days when if you weren't the best looking chick, you would just try to be cool and humble and have a nice personality, and because it'll make you more attractive, right? Like if you have an ugly face but you got a nice body, but you got a good personality, you're laid back, you're a little funny, you know? Somebody maybe will talk to you. But nowadays, because of OnlyFans and all of the comments these girls get on Instagram and Twitter of all these thirsty, horny dudes that don't get no pussy, that's who I blame. I don't blame Shakira Vickery. I blame you simp ass, horny ass niggas that can't control your dick, bruh. Like, bruh, instead of paying for a woman's OnlyFans, because I bet you she's not even showing anything on OnlyFans, I guarantee you, if you pay for